tell you, it's like 92% of Trump supporters, this is the surveys that are running left and right around the internet, 92% of Trump supporters do not want Mitt Romney as Secretary of State. I'm not sure they'd want him anywhere. And why would you? I mean, if you're doing a unification thing, I think we've already done it. We brought Reince Priebus in, right, as a day-to-day manager, chief of staff. That's the position. That's a pretty unifying thing. You put Nikki Haley in as UN ambassador. Now, UN ambassador, who really cares, I guess? But, Nikki Haley was an anti-Trump woman and said some pretty nasty things, just like Lindsey Graham and Mitt Romney did. And yet Trump reached across and said, hey, come in, talk to me. Let's do it. Now, maybe he just needed a woman. I don't know, maybe that's sexist of me to be saying that, but I'm sure there's something she needs or has that she brings to the table. But even if she doesn't, I think we've done enough of reaching out and unifying to those moderates and those never-Trumpers. Enough is enough. We don't need another one. Derek, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the alternatives to Mitt Romney as Secretary of State, because there's a lot of them. And I think we got a few good ones to talk about, and there's probably even more. If you have somebody that you'd like to see as Secretary of State, call into the show, 734-822-1600. We'll see you on the other side.
The Salvation Army and Wham! Talk 1600 are pleased to present the 10th annual 1600 Toys for 1600 Girls and Boys Christmas Toy Drive. We need your help to make sure every needy child in Washtenaw County has a happy holiday. Toys are needed for young teens, too. Games, CDs, DVDs, sports equipment, jewelry, and makeup. You can donate a new unwrapped toy at one of our sponsor locations. In Ann Arbor, Treasure Mart, Four Seasons Sunrooms, Arbor Hospice, Two Men in a Truck, Fingerly Lumber, Ann Arbor Arms, Master Tech, Japanese Auto, Convenience Auto, Lodi Farms. In Ypsilanti, City Body, Michael Vincent Law, Michigan Firehouse Museum. In Plymouth, Muriel's Dollhouse and Toy Cottage. In Saline, Walmart, Dr. Mike Singleton DDS. Together, we can collect 1,600 toys for 1,600 girls and boys.
I'm Gary Wellings, chief editor of The Current and The Daily Drift. With today's internet environment, it's easy to get information overload. The best way to process this information and cut through the internet chatter is to get your news delivered in a concise and effective manner. Get the news you need to know at thedailydrift.com. Check out The Daily Drift, one of the fastest growing websites around. At The Daily Drift, I find the local, state, national, and international stories you won't get from the mainstream media, and I make it easy for you to link to them. You'll also get original common sense opinions from local writers. You can even get a free subscription that will deliver a link to your email inbox every day for free. You'll also get instant access to all archived podcasts of the Drift Radio Show and links to the best articles, opinions, and websites. Go to www.thedailydrift.com. That's the news you'll need to know at thedailydrift.com.
Treasure Mart, your holiday headquarters for 56 years.
This holiday season, shop Ann Arbor's most interesting store, Treasure Mart. You'll find unique and affordable gifts to please everyone on your list. Antiques, collectibles, jewelry, quality used furniture, and household items for any budget. Decorating for the holidays? Treasure Mart invites you to visit their Christmas area. You'll also find sterling, crystal, and fine china for holiday entertaining. Treasure Mart accepts quality, clean merchandise in good condition on consignment, and they can assist you with estate sales and appraisals. Whether you are buying or selling, think Treasure Mart first.
Located on Detroit Street in the Carytown district of Ann Arbor. This holiday season, visit Treasure Mart Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5:30, and holiday hours on Sunday, 11 to 4. Treasure Mart, your holiday headquarters.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham! Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to catch my drift here at Wham Talk 1600. You can call in with your comments or thoughts about Romney and Secretary of State, or who you'd like to see as your Secretary of State at 734-822-1600. Let's take care of a little business here. If you are struggling with your weight, as I do, you might want to try St. Joseph Mercy's health system. It's the new You bariatric solution. Lose up to 70% of your excess body weight in the first year. You can learn more at a free educational seminar December 14th. That's December 14th, 6 o'clock p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the St. Joseph Mercy Brighton location, Suite 207. That's located in Brighton on Grand River, 7575 Grand River Road. Registration is recommended. You can go to stjoeshealth.org/MBI. That's the Michigan Bariatric Institute. Or you can call 877-Y-WAIT. Well, there's no dash in there. It's 877-Y-WAIT, WEIGHT. Okay, that's your 7 phone number. So, Michigan Bariatric Institute through St. Joe. It's, if some people have trouble struggling with weight, try something new. Don't keep doing the same thing. I mean, that's what we consider crazy, right? You keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same results. That's craziness. So don't do it. All right, so we're talking Secretary of State and a lot of problems and grief coming from Trump supporters over the possibility even that Mitt Romney is talking to Donald Trump about being Secretary of State. And we don't quite understand. I don't anyways. But some of our other alternatives are Rudy Giuliani. And this has got to be tough for Rudy because this is the only job Rudy Giuliani wanted in the Trump administration. He wanted Secretary of State. I'm not sure why. Now, Rudy does have a lot of experience overseas. He's got businesses overseas as well. And that's part of, I think, why the Trump administration is saying, yeah, maybe Rudy's got some issues with pay for play. You know, people may think, obviously the media never said word boo about Hillary Clinton's pay to play schemes until we forced them to. And yet here, just the very thought of Rudy Giuliani having done business overseas, that he might be in the same basket, and God forbid we have him there. And that could be a reason that, maybe the Trump administration doesn't want to fight that battle right now with the media, among everything else. But there could be something else as well. But Rudy Giuliani has certainly worked for Trump in a fashion that should secure him a position somewhere in that administration. I was kind of hoping he would be the Attorney General, but it looks like, Jeff Sessions is in, and we're going to have Jeff Sessions, and that's what we've got. So as long as he gets given the stamp of approval by the Senate, and that's a good question. If you've got a thought on what the Senate shall or shall not do on confirmations here, allegedly you still need your 60 votes in the Senate to get confirmation on anybody on these top cabinet positions. Are the Republicans going to allow the Democrats to hold these things up, or are they going to go with the nuke option? Harry Reid broke open the nuke option for some appointments previously. Are the Republicans going to let that go? Are they going to play the good guy again? Are they going to back down and let this minority in the Senate continue to stop things? Because that's what we've had. Frankly, from my point of view, I think it's time. Right now, you have 18 to 24 months to get something done and to show people. Right? Get things done and show people that we can accomplish something as Republicans. And we have the Senate, we have the House, we have the presidency. Let's get something done. But are we going to allow, once again, Mitch McConnell in the Senate to say, I don't quite have 60. I've got to have 60. You got to give me more before I can get anything done. I'm thinking not. Because you know what? The Democrats are going to do it next time around anyways. They're going to blow open that nuclear option, drop it down to 51 votes, makes the decision. And maybe that should be. For better or worse, maybe it's time that we get some action instead of this slow stagnation and rot that we've been having. Had the Democrats gone ahead and done that, things would be so terrible now. Maybe people would have woke up to the fact that our country is dying. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But Rudy Giuliani, I think he's one good option. I'm still on the Newt Gingrich bandwagon. I don't think Newt wants it, but he would be a good, viable choice. Or how about General Petraeus' name has popped up in the last 48 hours? So something to think about. Call into the show, 734-822-1600. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Hi,
Hi, this is Linda Hughes, General Manager at Wham Talk 1600. Christmas is my favorite time of the year for so many reasons. Getting together with family and friends, watching timeless Christmas movies, and of course, the Christmas carols. The best thing about Christmas is that love is in the air. It's the miracle that happened on that very first Christmas night. Linus says it best.
For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
News Radio. I'm Pam Puso. Cuba is in mourning following the death of Fidel Castro, but in Miami, the atmosphere is a lot different. In Little Havana, Cuban exiles and others are celebrating.
President Obama says the United States is extending a, quote, hand of friendship to the Cuban people, and that the Cuban people must know that they have a friend and partner in America.
Fox's Phil Keating in Miami. Holiday shopping is in full swing.
Online shopping on Black Friday topping $3 billion for the first time, according to the researcher Adobe Digital Insights. It says Thanksgiving Day shopping was up 11.5% over last year.
Fox's Chris Foster, just in time for Small Business Saturday. The downtown area of Ellicott City, Maryland is open. Since midsummer, it's been off limits because of devastating flooding. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Pictures Plus and the Westgate Shopping Center on West Stadium Boulevard in Ann Arbor will frame it up right. They offer huge discounts on all types of picture framing, dry mounting, and matting, and they do acid-free preservation framing and shadow boxing. Pictures Plus for any framing you need for the home or the office. Call them today, 734-741-1900. That's Pictures Plus and the Westgate Shopping Center on West Stadium Boulevard in Ann Arbor, 734-741-1900, or visit them online, picturesplusonline.com.
Honey, where are you?
Down here.
In the basement?
Yep.
You're missing the holiday party.
Just putting diamond crystal salt in the water softener.
Now?
Yep. Gotta help keep our clothes bright and soft.
Are you avoiding my family?
Diamond crystal salt helps extend the life of our pipes and appliances.
Aunt Millie won't leave until you arm wrestle.
Did I mention it helps keep spots off our dishes? I'm trying to make you look good here.
Diamond crystal salt. A brilliant choice since 1886.
Hello, friends. I want to tell you about Japanese Auto Professional Service. I've been going to these guys since 1982, and the reason I keep going back consistently is because they're the best mechanics in Ann Arbor. They're at 563 South Main Street in Ann Arbor, 734-996-4606. Since 1979, Japanese Auto Professional Service has been taking great care of Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Subaru, Hyundai, and Kia cars. This is the place, friends. I'm Theron telling you they're my auto mechanics. They should be yours. That's Japanese Auto Professional Service, 734-996-4606. Do you hear those menacing drums? It's okay, you don't have to worry. Until they stop, that is. Stay around inviting you to join me as we keep the drums loud and strong. It's the Bone Conduction Music Show. We'll mess up your musical hair, babe, with only the finest in wig-singeing rock, hip-shaking soul music, and industrial-strength rhythm and blues. Join me here for the Bone Conduction Music Show.
Join Theron for the rockinest show on the radio. It's the Bone Conduction Music Show. Every Sunday night at 7 p.m. right here on Wham! Talk 1600.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham! Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to catch my drift here at Wham Talk 1600. And you can catch us later at rednationrising.us. Great content there. So check it out in the evenings on podcast if you're looking for it there. Let's take care of a little business. It's Saturday night. Get your butt out to Burroughs Roadhouse in West Brighton. You can reach them at 810-227-6000. They have a great comedy show. So today is the 25th and 26th. So it's Steve Ayotte out at the comedy show at Burroughs Roadhouse, and they're located at 5311 Brighton Road, Brighton, Michigan, 810-227-6000. I went a couple of weeks ago, and I can assure you I had a great time. Good drink prices. They make good drinks, and the show was phenomenal. We went out when we saw Mike Brody, and I forgot the warm-up guy's name, but he was awesome as well. So a great place to go see a show, great venue, great seats, and good prices, too. So check them out. Livingston County's hottest comedy show, Burroughs Roadhouse, 810-227-6000. Tell them Gary sent you, and I'll help you out. Okay, so let's take a call. We're talking about Romney. We're talking about Well, Joanne wants to call. Joanne from Athens, Ohio, wants to talk about Fidel Castro. Joanne, welcome to the show.